All right, we're ready.
And there we are. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to this evening. Again, my name is Dr. Kristal Vance, and we have ex-fitness expert, Miss Kristen Doyle from Kristen Doyle Fitness. And we just want to talk to you guys about a company, and we want to share with you how people are having success here, not with just the company, but with getting their health. One thing I know for me, and I know for Kristen as well, is we are really big about helping people become ambassadors for their own health. And at the same time, learning how to do it in a smarter way financially, whether it's getting it better quality products at lower prices, whether it's getting incentives for loyalty shopping, or whether it's creating another stream of income. All of that is possible when you connect with the company NEWAGE. So just a little bit here on the company. Right now, the highest Googled word on all of the internet is immune system. And the second is inflammation. I was like, what? Are you serious? So, I mean, we always say never more than ever are people looking for what we have here and how we can help people, but it's really true. Now, the season for what we are doing, people want more energy, they want less inflammation, they want an immune system. And I saw this stat yesterday. I did a networking speaking engagement, and the numbers just came out. 45% of people over the age 40 in America are considered obese. Not overweight, obese. But here's the other part of that. 45 or 43% are after 60. So from the age 40, when you turned 40, you have a 2% chance of changing what your weight is and what your health looks like if you do nothing at all. So go to age 40. If you haven't got there like Kristen, I'm really sorry for you. No. But for all of you, go back to age 40. And if you don't do something different, this is where you're at. Is that not incredible? Well, we don't have to. No one on here has to give into that. So we have something here to really help. And a lot of people are looking for ways to work from home. The work environments have changed post-COVID. And people just aren't happy. They got used to staying at home and only wearing professional clothes from the top up. And they want to be home with their kids. They want to be home with their families, and they want to be able to control the environment that they're working in. And so this company NEWAGE has brought all of these different brands, and we don't have time to go into all of them, but there's something really special about all of these companies and all of these brands. One is that it's not just in North America. It's not just in the US, it's in 75 plus countries and markets. So NEWAGE has put together a higher standard than anybody else out there. They've put together scientists, they've put together experts, they've put together doctors, all in one place, who are going through all those different brands and making sure the products are the highest quality, right? The right efficacy. Kristen, like, what's your take on this? Like, what's your favorite part about what we have here with the panel?
Well, I think it's because of you can trust what we put on the market or what you're buying. And I've been in the fitness industry a long time, and you can't really do that anymore with the supplement world. And that's because it's just not regulated. It's sad that it's not. I think everybody that you see on this picture wishes all products were regulated, because then you know what you're buying is safe. And until America wakes up and wants to do that, you have to start doing your own education, or you have to trust people like this to do it for you. And I think that's originally where I was 9 years ago when I started using the brands. I was just a supplement junkie, and I didn't know. I just bought stuff on the internet. If it said it did metabolism boost or if it did something else. I just assumed it did. I had no reason to not understand until I found out I have to do more homework on my products. And really, that was a trial and error because I was buying things and realizing my heart was racing. I was only in my 20s at the time. I was having extreme anxiety when I took certain products. And I'm like, what's in this? And people are buying it and they're using it and it's not safe. This board wants it to be safe, and they want it to be healthy and there not be any compromises of bad in your products. And until again, America wakes up, we have to be more on guard with what we're putting in our systems. And that's why you can trust what we offer, because we go to that extra length to make sure it is safe for you.
But the other thing that I think is really cool is that all of us are in here. Like anytime somebody ties into something like this, you're learning something. This isn't a sales pitch, although there is the ability to purchase things. We really are educating people. And so I love it that all of you that are on here, like you're learning this for yourself, but then you turn around and you share it with other people. And that is the kind of thing I want to be a part of. So I love it. It's just like tomorrow having a shopping live put on by the company, and they're teaching people how to deal with stress. I need that Zoom. I need that link. I need to know how to deal with that, just like everybody else does. So it's just cool. So for those, if this is your first time ever being on here, we just want to say welcome. If you're watching the recording, hi, hello. We're glad that you're watching the replay. My name again is Dr. Kristal. I've been 23 years practicing with patients. 3 years ago, I stepped out of the office, and I was able to step out of the office because I started utilizing a program like this, and I started sharing with people, and it started to create me income enough that I got to redefine and go, I don't want to be in an office setting anymore. I am able to impact more people right here in these next 30 minutes than I ever could in 9 hours in my office. I think that's really cool. But I am a part of that board, and I know Miss Kristen, she's a part of that board as well. But Kristen, you want to share a little bit about?
Yeah, sure. I have been in the fitness industry since 2004, and I just had to do the math. I'm like, how many years is that? Because you had 23 up there. I'm like, how many years is that? Well, that's 18 years. I didn't realize I was actually that old when you put it that way. So I kind of know the ins and outs of the fitness industry. And I do get approached by a lot of people that are in the company. How do I approach a personal trainer? And hopefully I'll be able to help you with that a little bit. I will have to say personal trainers may be some of the hardest people you go after, because they think they already kind of know it all when it comes to fitness. And what are you going to tell a fitness person, right? So I am happy to help you in that department if you come across somebody you want to go after and you just don't know how to approach them. So I'm just putting that out there as an offering for people. I do own a gym in Jackson, Tennessee. This is my 5th year as a gym owner. And we do a lot of functional fitness. I have ex-NFL player that trains every day at the gym. I have guys that come in from college that are on NCAA teams. We have soccer players. So we hit the athletic part, but also train a lot of females, ages 16 up to 65. So you kind of learn a little bit about the human body because you see a little bit of everybody. So these products work for the masses. And that's really all I can say about that.
I love it. The masses, that's for real. And the other thing that we have here that many companies that are offering nutritional products do not have is third-party verification. I know for me, my favorite one that is on here is the FDA registered facility. I think it's fascinating that this company spends the extra money to go and get that, because they certainly do not need to pay for that credential. But how about you?
Yeah, they don't need to pay for it. Because let me tell you, most supplement companies do not. They're not going to spend the extra money. They'll actually cut corners in more ways than just getting a third party verification. They'll even cut corners on how your pill is going to be manufactured on a conveyor belt. We won't do that either. My favorite one is probably on the, if we have a next slide, it's the USP seal. So it's down there on the bottom. It's kind of similar to that FDA one. It's just going to say it's going through testing like your pharmaceuticals would. So, it's going to be manufactured right. It's going to go through a lot of testing. Your label's going to be correct. You don't have to guess about what's actually in your product, because that label, if it says it's on there, I promise you it's on there, because they wouldn't stamp that label on there if it wasn't. So, we just go the extra mile to assure that you're getting what you pay for, because sometimes you don't know, and you're getting what's actually going to help, because sometimes you don't know. So that's just a reason that I've not used any other products other than these in 9 years, and why I decided last year it was time to start educating people on why they need to be more proactive.
Yeah. And I love that, because there's some people on here where you're just personally using these products and you have no desire to tell anybody about it. And you know what? That's great. Because really good nutrition is important to you. And there's some of you who are business minded, and you're like, the health and wellness industry is the fastest growing industry. People are looking for it, and I'm going to create some income off of it. You're smart. That's why I became a doctor. And then there's some of you who are right in the middle, where you're like, I'm going to use it and get my own story. And then I'll tell people when I start having some results. And I did that too. So I'm excited for this evening. We'll get on here with it. And with that, here's my 3 seconds of fame of, well, that was 260 pounds, and it's probably one of the last photos I took, because I approached 300 pounds. Even though I was teaching health, I was totally stressed out as a small business owner, and my life was totally out of balance. And I can tell you what I found was, when you focus on one area of your life, of the puzzle pieces of life, if you'll focus on one area and really start putting positive things into that area, it's that ripple effect. It starts to show up in other areas of your life. So when I started going, I don't accept anything that is not healthy for me going in my body, all of a sudden I stopped accepting a lot of things that weren't healthy for my mind, and things that weren't happy for my relationships. And so it's just, we say leveled up, but I really am proud of what I have accomplished over the last few years. And it feels good to feel good about yourself, because there were so many years I did not feel good about myself. And now I just turn around and I help other people simply by saying, if I can, so can you. So there's my share there. And I'll talk a little bit about the products that I use that are my favorites here as we go. This slide right here. Okay. We're going to set the preference. I'm Team Limu, and Kristen is
Team MOA.
Team MOA. So you see these products. If you take the two products in the middle, we both love those products. And then each one of us have the other product that we started with. So Team Limu, or Team Limu Original, is the orange bottle, which is what I started with. And Kristen started with MOA, and now we both use each other's products.
Yeah. Yes. Just got 4 bottles of Limu in today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's good stuff. And so one is called the Transformation Pack. One is called the Experience Pack. The only thing that's different in those 2 packs is which super nutrient you start your journey with. But what you're getting from this is the possibility of weight loss, the change in inflammation, increase in energy. And we're going to give you a couple testimonials here in regards to that. Before we roll over into Team MOA, a little bit of Team Limu Original here. And we're all on the same team if y'all haven't figured that out yet. But Limu Original is a really powerful anti-inflammatory, and it's comes from a super nutrient that is based in seaweed. And it's really concentrated. The process of how we extract it, no one does, like the patents that we have on how we extract it and what's in that bottle. It's certified organic. It's a really interesting process of how it gets to that point that it's in the bottle. But you're drinking 2 to 4 ounces. It's a tropical flavor. It tastes good. And just the testimonies and the stories that you hear from people on how it helps them is incredible. And I've got Miss Desiree. I don't know if you can unmute Des, and if not, Anita, if maybe you can unmute her.
I'm here.
You're here. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, I'm working. Just one second. I'm in the middle.
We're all
I'm so sorry.
multitasking in life, right?
Yes, you guys can go. If you need anything, just give me a call and I will take care of it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. All right, I'm back.
Okay. Well,
Can you see me? I don't know if you can see me.
I can't see you, but why don't you just go ahead and share with us what you loved about Limu Original?
Honestly, it got rid of all of the inflammation in my body. And it made my hair grow.
It made your hair grow.
Gastric, yeah, well, my hair and my nails. So I had gastric bypass and it just didn't want to do what I needed it to do. The pink one goes with you always, and the white one goes to your company.
And then the introduction to work environment, that's another one.
All right.
Yeah.
So Des has been drinking Limu Original for the last 7 years. And this one's important. Desiree is my best friend from growing up. We have been friends for years and years and years. And I took at one time Limu Original were in these little single serving packages, and we were driving in the car and I just tossed it at her and I said, drink this. That's how I shared Limu Original with her. And she's like, what? And I'm like, just drink it and let's see how it helps you. And since then, her health has totally transformed. Like she said, she had gastric bypass and wasn't getting the nutrition from her food because of the different processes that her body had been through. And well, you want to have nutrition, right? Like that's kind of important to get it into your body. And so if you're going to have a surgery, or if you've had any surgeries and you're not absorbing your nutrients anymore, then anything that we have liquid is going to be so helpful for you. So, and then I know, let's see if she's back here yet. Renew is her other brand new favorite.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
Friends.
It says unmuted.
All right. So you're unmuted. What's your favorite thing about Renew? 1 second.
Oh, I've been sleeping really, really good. I've just been sleeping really good. And on top of it, I've just noticed my energy levels a little bit higher than it has been. And not that I don't have high energy, but it's just been way better, which I totally love. And because I work all the time, and I needed something with a little more oomph to it, and that's been doing it. I get home, I take it as soon as I get home. I add the original to it because I don't like the taste of it. Sorry. And it's kind of crazy. It just makes such a huge difference. Like I'm sleeping better. When I get up, and I'm not dragging anymore.
Awesome.
That's what I like the most about it.
Well, thanks for taking a few minutes out of work, and I'm so appreciative of you for sharing.
Thank you for having
later.
me. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
All right. Well, there's a little bit on Limu Original and Renew, and it really does change people's lives. Imagine if you got a good night's sleep tonight and you woke up tomorrow refreshed. Like, wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, because that is how I feel every morning when I drink Renew. And I have to just add to that, I ran out of Renew.
No.
Last week. I own a gym, so I obviously retail some of the products, and I had 4 boxes come in. One was supposed to be mine, and I sold it because someone else said they wanted it, and I was trying to be a nice business owner. And I gave it to this person that was out of theirs, and then I was out of mine for, I would say, about 5 days. And I will never do that again. They'll have to be out of theirs. It's just not going to happen for me again, because I immediately, not the first night, but night 2 of not using it, I was waking up frequently again, just like I had before. And then the 3rd night, and then the 4th night, and I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. Like, this is what it was like before I drank Renew. I was waking up all the time. Soon as I got it back, I actually doubled up on my dose. Completely slept through the night, just right back. Waking up, I wake up before my alarm clock goes off. I think my husband gets annoyed because I get up and start doing stuff in the room. You wake up rejuvenated and ready to go. So it definitely helps in that sleep department. I know I'm supposed to talk about MOA now, but I had to throw that in.
Yeah.
So I am team MOA, and I started using MOA. When I originally was on those started the products, MOA was not out yet. It came out, I think, 2 years after, and it used to actually be in a jug that's similar to the Limu 5X. It had to be refrigerated. Now we have it in these little packets, 1.7 ounces. And I love the fact that they're in the packets. I wish the Limu would eventually get into the packets, because it's so convenient to take it. And I don't have to be at my fridge, or I don't have to have water to swallow pills. So they're literally just scattered everywhere. And when I see one, I rip the seal and I take it. But inside that little packet is 36 superfoods. And a superfood is just a really nutrient dense food. It's going to carry a lot of vitamins, minerals, or phytonutrients. And this little packet's going to help tackle your inflammation, your energy. It's going to help boost your immune system, help with some of those joints because of inflammation. And you're just going to notice you just feel like doing more. It's not energy like a stimulant. You just, when you don't want to fold those towels or fold your laundry or do the dishes because you're just so worn out, at the end of the day, you're going to notice at the end of the day, you have more oomph to do more at the end of the day or during the day. You just have more energy. I think the next slide is specifically targeting the inflammation. This is Miss Linda. She is from Arkansas, and you can see her foot. And this is just one example, just one, because I have multiple examples of how it can help your inflammation. This is her foot on the left. She had a gastric bypass surgery, went bad, and her body just started swelling. And we know sometimes that swelling can go down into your legs. And so this is not a break. This is not a sprain. This is not a fracture on that foot or ankle. It's just swelling. And 2 weeks later, that was her foot on the right. And she did 2 MOA a day for 2 weeks, and it pulled that inflammation off of her. So I can assure you, she is a MOA for lifer, and she doesn't want anything like that to happen in her legs again. So,
right.
Yeah. And
now,
go ahead.
I was going to say, I threw in a slide on you and for MOA. So this is a new one. Kristen's going to love this. Yeah. Miss Beth is on here. If you want to unmute.
Yeah.
Look at these results. Like, she sent me the picture and my eyes about bugged out of my head. This is psoariasis.
And the one actually looked good. It used to be, it would be raised and just blistered and burning. So even the pre-MOA, it looks good compared to what it was.
Oh my goodness. That's itch.
For about, it felt like road rash. It just hurt all the time for about 10 years. But the one, my post, is very recent. We'll never do it again, but I was super lazy the last couple weeks, and I wasn't taking my MOA or my Limu. Things were just busy. And so although I still have a little bit on the post, that's because I was lazy and I've only been back on my schedule for 3 days. So that's why but normally I don't have any marks when I'm consistent with I do the Renew, the MOA, and the Limu faithfully.
That's amazing. And I'm just going to comment real quick. Psoriasis, that is an autoimmune disease, if I'm
Correct.
right. And so what MOA does, and would work, it works so well for autoimmune diseases because of the medicinal mushrooms in that. And
Mhm.
medicinal mushrooms are immune system balancers. So if you have an underactive immune system, it's going to help boost your immune system to fight off pathogens that come in. But let's say like this, it's an overactive immune system and her body's kind of working against her. Well, medicinal mushrooms are known to tone down that immune system imbalance, and it will actually obviously help heal. We don't heal, treat, cure, diagnose anything, but you can see the difference in these pictures. And a lot of the medicinal mushrooms that are in MOA can actually help balance out the immune system. So this is an awesome testimony. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Beth. You also had a bunch of swelling, similar to what
yes.
Miss Linda.
I can tell at 3 o'clock, or at least by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if I didn't take my MOA in the morning. I can literally feel my legs and everything, just my feet. Just if I take my shoes off, they aren't going back on. So I leave them on till I get home. But I will know at 3 o'clock that, oh man, I didn't do that. So until these last couple of weeks, I have not done that because it's miserable. And, you know, when you can tell in one day,
Yeah.
being in Destin, I didn't get down there with my MOA, my Limu, the Rejuvenex. I got down there with, I did have my Renew, but I didn't have anything else. Having gone to South Carolina first, and literally 1 week without my stuff, I was sick down there.
Why didn't you tell us? Was this at the convention?
Yes. Well, but at that
Oh, we
point I
all
had gone
had
a
it.
week
Do that again.
because I didn't
Bought a
have
whole
it.
box.
Didn't even think of it, to be honest, because it hit me Wednesday night at the dinner.
Okay.
That's where I lost my voice. I normally don't sound like that, but I didn't have a voice. But yeah, no, it was an eye opener for me because I don't have a good immune system. I've always been the sick kiddo. So yes. And I learned my lesson again this week. So
Very
I am
good.
grateful.
Well, I'm thankful for you letting us share those pictures. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Miss Beth. So
Well,
speaking of Destin, we got a picture of you here on the beach in Destin.
yeah, that is. That was such a fun event. So obviously, as I said, I started using the products 9 years ago, had no interest in working the business at that time. I just was a product lover, product consumer. I actually didn't tell a whole lot of people about them. If they asked what I took, I would tell, but I was never a product pusher because I just never wanted to feel like I was being that person. That was before I actually started getting educated and realizing I'm doing an injustice to people by holding in the information. Because I do read a lot about it and I'm very involved in products and taking them and helping people decide which ones are for them. So a year ago, I decided it was time to actually create a side hustle out of this. And that's literally what I do. Dr. Kristal is full-time. I run a gym. I'm a full-time mom. And I just wanted a little extra money, especially after COVID hit. I was a little freaked out. And you think, you're losing personal training clients because no one wants to be around you because they think you're going to give them something. So how am I going to make some more stream of income? So I decided it was time to work the side hustle. That's literally how this developed for me, was to pick up a little extra money. Well, that turned into, hey, this wasn't so hard to pick up some extra money. Able to take time off now to be with my daughter, who's her on the left, sipping on a MOA right there. And I get to take her on more vacations. I get to take her to gymnastics. I get to do more things with her, take off when I want to, which is so it's just so just feels so relieving to be able to just do that. If I want to just take her somewhere on the weekend, I can afford it and I can take the time off. And that is why I do the side hustle. Now, in my goal in 5 years is to be Dr. Kristal. I can sell that gym and this turns into my main hustle. But right now it's not there yet. I hope it won't take 5 years. My dad is a very optimistic man, if y'all have met him, and he says it will not. But I'm being being a little more timely with that. But we will roll into the drops, because that's what you get to share how you lost so much weight.
Well, I said I would share the products that I loved and helped me the most. And Lima Original is where I started. And there's another product here in a second called Burn that I utilized. And I lost about 80 pounds using that plan. And then I started using these drops. And that's when everything changed. I'll tell you, before I was dieting, I dieted off the first 80 pounds, right? We've all been there. We've all run this schedule of exactly what I'm going to eat, exactly what I'm going to do. And then when I'm done, when I stop doing it, I gain it back. And I did that for the first 80 pounds. And thankfully, these drops came around because this changed how I look at health. I finally was like, I'm going to start doing healthy things. The drops are simple. They come with a little plan. It tells you exactly what to eat, which is basically clean eating. You're eating fruits, vegetables, lean meats, nuts. If God made it, you can eat it, basically. But at the same time, we're doing it in a balanced way. And we show you very simply how to do it. And you're consuming these drops right before you eat your meals. And what they do is they help your body with digestion. They help your body with sugar balancing, which both digestion and sugar are what is necessary for hormone production. And so if your digestion is off, your immune system is off. If your digestion is off, you have no metabolism. If your sugars are off, your digestion is off. If your sugars are off, you're gaining weight. It is the pebble effect. One thing affects another. And these drops brought it all back into balance simply by consuming them and eating the right foods at the same time. I was 90 days out and I had something that I thought was the equivalent of Santa Claus. And that is, I had a metabolism. My body was actually burning food like I was starving. And so if you are one of those people who have struggled with digestion and hormones, weight gain, weight loss, whatever, if these aren't just for people trying to lose weight, because all of those things, you can have an immune system issue and not be overweight. You can have digestive issues and not be overweight, right? So I really believe everybody's doing them for at least 9 days. Get your body rebound, your life changes. So for me, it was an additional 80 pounds total, and these drops rock. So here's me who had them, all the excuses away. For 100 pounds, it blows my mind. I got updated numbers. I know she weighs in tomorrow, but you guys, 70. Kristen, tell this hot chocolate story.
Well, she has lost 77 pounds now. I got her text. This has been since okay, I was hoping it was on there January 5th, because I know it went January 1st. And we are almost to that 100-pound mark, and she's going to go for way past that, but that is our first goal. And man, it just clicked with her. She uses the drops. It was originally drops, Rejuvenex, and MOA. She now utilizes the Burn, which is what we're going to talk about probably either next, one of those. It is just one of those things, once you start feeling your body be healthy, you crave more of it, and you try more. So you become a product of the product. Yes.
Absolutely. I didn't mean to advance all those slides that fast, guys, but I don't have a backwards button. I only have a forward button.
Well, I mean, it's fine because we're rolling. I mean, you're just showing more testimonies. Yeah.
There you go. The more people
more people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us, that one thing else other people are looking for is energy. And this is one of the products that comes in those packs that we were talking about in the very beginning, called Rejuvenex. I know Kristen's smiling. I'm like, go for it, girl.
Yeah, I love Rejuvenex. I kind of call it my recreational product because it's kind of like the other ones I feel are very like you need them. You need them for cellular nutrition, you need them to thrive, but sometimes it's just nice to have something you can take that is like this. Within 30, obviously the drops, you got to be on them for a little bit for you to notice, hey, I'm losing some weight. MOA, you might have to be on them for a week or so. Okay, the inflammation's gone. Well, this one is 30 minutes and it's boom. I like quick hits of stuff like that. I don't know about y'all, but I call it kind of the recreational product. Because it does work fast and you do get that lift, you get a boost, you get a natural energy, a natural focus, and you just get a lot of stuff done. And that's why I use it right before I work out, or I use it before I'm going to clean my house, or I got to sit down and maybe even do taxes like I had to do this past weekend. You can focus and just get a lot of stuff done without the crash, the jitter, and the crazy chemicals that are in all of the energy products on the market. And that actually leads you to burn, because an energy drink is a big one that's on the market. And you go to a gas station and people are buying Monster energy drinks and they are terrible for you. They're either loaded with sugar or artificial sugars, chemicals, things that are not good. And people are consuming them and, they get their adrenals messed up, and you end up drinking one, you crash, and so you drink another one. So I love Burn and Blue Frog. I drink both of these every day too. And I think Dr. Krista would agree. They help you with your weight loss journey, or they just help you if you need a meal replacement or you need a little boost.
Yep, absolutely. Good, clean energy. There's ways to get it without drinking 2 pots of coffee. That's the biggest thing, right? Giving people other choices. We've talked a bit about Renew, but here is the product. That's the little pack. You're taking it right before you go to bed. And here's a tip: no blue light after you take it. If you'll consume it and then go lay down in bed, 30 minutes, you want to be in the bed, and you'll get the full benefits of while you're sleeping. What it does and what it's affecting is your pituitary gland. This isn't one of, like, the science behind this product is crazy, but it's telling your pituitary that you're young again. So start letting my body be young. And so it starts turning on your system for brain function and your skin and hair getting better. So many people talking about regrowth of new hair, gray hair, turning their old color again. It's so crazy. I have one person who talks about the bone density in their teeth has changed so much that their dentist is like, I need to re-whiten your teeth differently. Or like they had a couple of teeth that they had that are like, they're fake and they're now not the same color. Their other teeth are more white. And so he's like, I need to go in and fix that, because now those look really not good. So, I mean, you guys, this stuff really works. And the elephant in the room is that one that's like 3 from the bottom is the sexual function and libido. And it's something that most people obviously would like. I think most people would like it, and we don't like to necessarily talk about it because it is typically a private conversation. But as a doc, I'm going to tell you, I can't tell you how probably 90% of the forms that came into my office, that was one of the number one complaints, was lack of sex drive, especially for women. You want to start taking Renew. It really does chemically change your body. And for some ladies, you might want to take it away from your husband. No, because all of a sudden he's going to look really cute. It's an amazing product for all of the things it does. And of course, you've heard a lot of people talk about the quality of sleep that they're getting with it. Just deep drool, dream, sleep all night long sleep, instead of, like she said, roll over, wake up, roll over, wake up. So, all right. Well, as you can see, these products are changing people's lives. Okay. I think we've got that across tonight, if anything. And it's like, well, what do I do? How do I get these? How does it work? And it really comes down to $29.99. Are you kidding me? That gives you access to the NEWAGE website. And then you're getting they've got a couple apps that you can use to learn about all of the products. You could share it with people by just sending a text or a link. But more importantly, you're getting 15% off all of your orders. You have the ability to get even more. Okay. Well, you set a subscription up for your items to come monthly, like anybody who has most of these products does. Another 15%. But that's with $29.99. It's crazy. That's what you pay. I think Amazon might be even more than that now. And what that does is it unlocks the ability for you to purchase all of these products. So $29.95, Team Limu, Team Moet, doesn't matter. Just kidding. You can just order whatever it is that you want. But we have found that the packs are the most successful way to get started. And it's because it gives you a couple items to try that you might not normally choose. And that's important because all of a sudden you'll be like, wow, I can't believe how much that helped me. Okay. And then if you want to go and share this, you heard Kristen talk about it being a side hustle and myself replacing a doctor's income with this. It was because I shared it with my friends and family. And my mom, who's now off over 40 medicines, prescriptions, has lost over 100 pounds. It's totally transformed my friends and family's lives. I can't imagine not telling them about it. So many people say, I'm not a salesman. Great, because your friends aren't buying from a salesman, but they will buy from someone whose honest heart intentions want to help them.
What'd you do on Sunday, you said?
We ended up going to,
All right. And so the last thing that we want to do is help you have success here in the first 6 months. The company threw this out just recently. If we can help you create $3,000 of extra income, you're going to get an all expense paid trip, a fun trip of a lifetime. But here's the thing. What would an extra $3,000 in the next 6 months do for your guys' house? For me, it was pay off some debt. For others, it's a vacation. For some, it's a car payment. I don't know what it is, but we know it's very possible. And we're really excited to help people do that. But that's it. That is a welcome to NEWAGE. Welcome to what we are doing and learning a little bit more about it. And we do this every Tuesday night. Kristen, was there anything you wanted to say to end this evening? I'll let you close it out.
No, just we're here every Tuesday night. And if there's something that interests you and it was your first time, get back with whoever invited you and become a product lover with us. And then from there, share. And that's kind of, my send off, because that's what I did.
Right. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Have an amazing night and a great week. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.